it had been a week after Peter had returned, and everyone was getting ready for Sodor Day. Thomas had got given a banner that had been put on as "Welcome to Thomasland," even though there at the time was no such thing as a Thomasland, but everyone ignored it anyways. 105 had returned from the works. Everyone was in a Sodor Day spirit, except for Mickey. He was getting older, and he had been around on the railway since Sodor had required a fire and rescue engine, and he was getting dull of his work. But today would be interesting for the rescue chief in all. Caydin, with his friends, work hard to keep the railway on the magical island of Sodor running smoothly by delivering people and goods up on the branch lines or on the main line. These are Caydin's Stories of the Northwestern Railway Season 2. Episode 2, Mickey's retirement and Boko's reassignment. Please enjoy. Before we begin, I would like to say I have no rights over Thomas nor his friends, nor do I have the one who made the themes in this video. Those go to all their respectful sources and owners, and Mattel as the owner of Thomas, even though the Rev Wilbur Audrey made Thomas. But please enjoy this episode. Mickey is the fire and rescue service on the island of Sodor's only engine. He works hard to make sure that all the track are in good condition, etc. But he had been the only engine to do it, and for years the only partner he had was, of course, of Rocky. But even then, he couldn't move by himself. But recently, his parts have been showing the signs, as he was a K2, like Edward, but not having the modifications he had. Meanwhile, Boko is a Metropolitan Vickers Diesel Electric Type 2 of a Kobo wheel arrangement of an engine, who works upon the Wellsworth branch, which used to be the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway. But recently, he hadn't been showing signs of needing to be replaced, but he always wanted to have a proper stretch of his wheels. And wanted to pull longer trains. Till one day he saw Mickey and had a chat. You know, Mickey, I really do miss being on the main line for a while. And I miss having a break here and there, but still I have to be useful. why not tell Sir Stephen Topomat about it? Perhaps he can help you with the assurance request for another engine. I will, but I need to always be around. I've been going in for maintenance a lot more recently. All what I need is a replacement. You're not thinking of throwing in town now, old boy? Maybe, maybe not. Just then, Boko's guard's whistle blew as he had to depart for Brendam. Bye! Just then, Mickey's driver came up after speaking to the station master. Bill and Ben have come off the rails at the yard at Titmouth. They need us down there to clean up the yard straight away. Right, let's get ready. As soon as Mickey was ready, he tried setting off, but then he was having to force steam out. But little did he know that he had a leak in his valves. You right then, Mickey, old pal? Better. Let's go. Oh. Do you have your brakes on, Mickey? No. You? No. Oh! As Mickey's safety valve went up. Mickey, are you alright? Really? But we need someone to take the workman. I can, Chief. Oh, good. Can you take the workmen up to the yards and get Bill and Ben re-railed? Of course. Come on all, crew up. Let's go. Fill me in on the way, Rocky. As then they arrived to find Bill and Ben bickering. It's your fault, Ben. No. Bill, it's yours. Now settle down, said Ryan. Now, I'm gonna remove the unhurt trucks and then get round to you two. As Ryan took the trucks to nearby platform, as he then went round sorting everything out. As then Derek collected the trucks from Bill and Ben's little accident and took them back up to Olstead, while the main operation had began. Oi! Watch it! You trying to get you back up, even though I have no experience. As Rocky tried, he said, I miss having Mickey here. Oh, you almost have it. Careful. As then Bill was lifted safely down. That's one done, another to go. Don't worry, Ben. We'll get you back up safely. Huh? As then, the operation was even trickier. Because Rocky could barely reach over to Ben. Come on, Ben. Oh, got him by the coupling. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, Firefighter Ryan. It's not me who's the firefighter or fire engine. It's technically Mickey. But since he's unavailable, it was up to me to do it. Thank you still. We'll be more careful, won't we, Ben? Actually, no, we don't even need to bother arguing, Ben. True. Good job, Brian. We haven't been able to shut those two up for weeks. Or ever. How did you do it? I guess I just had the right touch. Meanwhile, Edward and Boko were chatting at Wellsworth. I feel sorry for myself. Why, Boko? Asked Edward. It's because, one, I feel like I should do more than be here. Considering that's all I do is stay here, on this branch, picking up and dropping off goods. And that's all I do and repeat. All I would like is a change in my time. I wish that could be the case, but I don't think it would be possible. As Edward puffed off, Boko had to ponder if he should ask Sir Stephen or not. But he said, work comes first. As Boko picked up 2 trucks at Wellsworth and set it off for the yards. Then when Boko was at Titmouth Yards, he went to shunt away his trucks away so then he can have a rest. As he shunted away his trucks, when he was about to put in the last few bits in, then Sir Stephen Topham-Hatt ran up. Boko, could you please take, let's see, the Royal Nor'Wester for me? Gordon's fallen ill, and let's just say there's no other engine to replace him. Of course I can, sir. Always welcome to help. Good job, Boko. There's a good engine. Now run along and grab the coaches while I go and see to Mickey, who's in the shed being checked over by workmen. Right, sir. As Sir Stephen walked off, Boko thought, I hope Mickey's alright. But work comes nearly before, as he rolled away. Now for context, there's 2 lots of express coaches. One for the main Royal Nor'Wester and the other as a backup / second pair. Boko picked up the first slot, which happened to be the ones he had to pick up. But then his driver said, on the manifest it says we need to get both, even though Scott should be taking it. No, it's Merlin, which he has to leave. No, not leave. He should need to go at nearly the same time as us, so we should sort out his coaches for him. Wait, ain't there not the 3 shunters? true. But perhaps if we prove to Sir Stephen, perhaps he could let us do more work. Oh, of course. Now, when Boko shunting, his driver thought it would be for Merlin, but really, Merlin was needed for heavy goods. So the engine who came to pull it was none other than Emily. Hello, Boko, how are you doing, lad? I'm doing fine. Much better now that I get to pull the express on the main line. Well, Boko, said Edward, as he had wrapped round his train and turned around. Be careful though, the express has gotten heavier. That's true. And that's not forgetting about the friar. Sir Stephen says he's gonna have to buy more coaches. Or build some. Because the amount we need. The flyer is fine. But it's more likely the expresses. Aye. Because one, we still need to get more for the Brandon branch. And that's saying something. Considering we need to carry more passengers. Just then, James rolled in with his line of local coaches. What is it now? What you talking about, eh? Well, the fact we need more coaches. Ah, we do. The local needs more. Because the amount that comes in and out is ridiculous, and yet we can't help this amount of coaches we have. At times we have to resort to borrowing some from Caydin. It's too much. No, but I only have to hold the express now. As Boko pulled off. And then Emily followed suit. Bye, lads. I hope, though, James, because I'm telling you this now, Boko really wants a change of scenery. He does? Yeah. Because one, life now is just becoming too dull. And besides, he's a young one. He needs to let his wings fly in a way. Yeah, he does. He really does. Now, see you later, Eddie. It's Edward. Same thing. That engine, I really should tell him off. Oh well, I still have a few minutes to wait anyways. Meanwhile, Sir Stephen was chatting with Mickey. Mickey, I've heard about what happened, and I hope that you would be kind enough to let me say the fire and rescue service wants to relieve you, and I agree on their behalf, but they can't if you're not wanting to. Considering you need 8 urgent repairs and possibly a better life. Would you like that? Yeah. Yes, sir. I will, sir. I have been working on the fire and rescue service for years now. It was only a matter of time. Right. I'll go and tell HQ that you've agreed. No need to, As then, an unfamiliar red engine with a number 1 came in, with a face that looked like Percy's. My name is Shane and I'm Mickey's replacement. They thought I would be better off for the position, and I have come to relieve Mickey of his services. Wait, when were you built? Well, me boy, I was built around the same time as you actually, but you used to work on the Furnace Railway beforehand, right? Yes, Chief. And you have clearly been around during my time. I've been older than you though, steady boy. I have been built by the Fire and Rescue Service around the same time that NWR number 14 Caydin had been built, and have been waiting as your protege, and hope that you would mentor me, Mickey of the Northwestern Railway. Well, that's surprising, being a recent build. So, when do I get released? Right now. Oh, right now? Blimey, I was expecting a few more days. Few more days? Mickey, you're out of it. You have been needing this for years, and it's about time I relieve you. Well, would you like that? Yes, sir. And I have an assignment for you then, Mickey. How would you like to work on the the Brendan branch? Me, sir? Really? Yes. Because I bet Edward would want another K2 to work alongside him. And I just need to see if Boko would be alright with it. Sir, I want to tell you something. Right, Mickey, go ahead. As for you, Shane, be on your way. Yes, sir. I'll report in 19 hours to send him off. As then Mickey explained to Sir Stephen what he had to say. Meanwhile, James had only just made it to Wellsworth when... Mind, don't tell me it's my safety valve again. Nope, it's your safe. No, it's not safety valve, it's your injector. Damn it. And it was my second run too. As Boko rolled up to Wellsworth and saw James in a bit of peril. What's wrong, James? It's my injector, it's failed. Again. How many times does this happen? It's becoming a regular occurrence. Do you still have a good lot of steam? Yeah, why? Right. Driver, go and talk to the station master and tell him about the plan. As then, Boko told his driver his plan about telling James first. As his driver went to talk, Boko's secondary man took over to take Boko to behind James. As then, Boko coupled up to James and moved him and his coaches to the express. You sure about this, Boko? You are pulling nearly a dead engine in the train. Two, actually. Emily needed a break, so I gave her one by taking her coaches. So you're still sure? Yes. You're a brave engine, Boko. But that's also why you're helping. Considering with you having still some steam left, you can help me up the hill. Alright then. But first, need to get you in front of me. Ready, Boko? Ready, James? As they heaved and they pulled the heavy train out of the station. As then they started up the steep incline. Wheels slipped and funnels poured as Boko's engine growled and growled, and then started to splutter and then overheat. But Boko refused to give up. He had James's train and Emily's and his own. As then James said, "I'm out of water." As Boko growled and growled, "Come on, get moving, get moving." James said, "Boko, you should ease off there. You're gonna blow yourself up." But then, James and Boko found that they were at the top of the hill. As then, it was all a downhill journey. As then, when they were coming back down, Boko took the front, as James sat helplessly in the middle of both. As Boko effortlessly moved the whole train by himself. So when Edward saw Boko when he was pulling up into Ellsworth, he said, "Go it, Boko, go it." "I will," said Boko as he charged onwards. As Sir Stephen took him out with Gordon with the Limited were waiting, as they heard a horn, they knew who came alongside a peep peep from James. And how it had been arranged was when Ryan offered to take the local for Boko, he couldn't say yes quick enough. As when Boko pulled up with the Royal Nor'Wester, Ryan then pulled up with the local. What the? As Sir Stephen got knocked over by the crowd of passengers that went to say well done to Boko. As Gordon watched Boko take James to the sheds, he knew he had to take the express back for him. But then, unlikeliest engine would come up in front instead. "No need, Big Blue, eh?" "What? So you don't think he too could pull the express?" "Thomas, but then the express was lighter." "I'm only joking. The actual engine's coming up now." As Thomas went round to collect his coaches. "Come on, dears. Let's get ready to go home." "Hey, fat face! Wait, what's your mouth, Henry?" "Oh. So you don't think a failed Atlantic would do the job, eh?" "Ha ha. Don't worry, I've got your express. and I've got your limited. As the two chuckled and joked, Henry pulled away with the express, as Gordon pulled out with the limited, or as it was previously called, the Metrovic Limited. No, the Metropolitan Limited, or whatever it's called. As Stephen watched and pondered even more of what Mickey asked, as Thomas gave a peep peep goodbye sir and rushed away. So what do I do from here? I don't know. Ryan, I'll sort you out. Quick, said Thomas that night when Boko was returning to the sheds with James after he had to catch up on his jobs back on the branch. As Gordon and Henry and Edward raced into the sheds, as everyone else already had an assigned place. As Edward decided to go right beside Edward, no, to go beside Thomas. As he noticed Mickey's new paint job. Oh, nice paint job there, brother. Oh, it's only temporary. I need to get a new one soon anyways. Ah, sure, said the twins. He's coming. Oh, he is. Get ready. As Douglas went to move and Peter moved for Bill and Ben to come up for Boko, as he then dragged a very sad looking but happy James. And, oh, sorry, Scott, said Boko as he accidentally darted backwards. That's alright. I'm here. Gathered you all here. Engines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 15, 4, 7, 2, 105, 14, 66, Bear, Eagle and Merlin, and Bill and Ben and Mickey, to say that 1, Mickey has been resigned off of main duties of being a fire and rescue service engine and has joined the main force onto the Wellsworth branch, also known as Edwards branch line, which means Boko here technically don't have a job, but after Mickey said what Boko would have wanted, I've decided for Boko to be on the mainline crew, to be a mixed traffic engine, pulling both expresses and goods, but mainly passengers at the moment. Why, thank you, sir. I can't be any happier. 3 cheers for Boko the Metropolitan Biggest Diesel Electric Type 2, said the twins together, as in Bill and Ben, as the chorus went on for hours. And Boko liked it even more. But whatever else happens, that's a story for another day. We've reached the end of our story. Now, stay tuned till next time as we then go into more depth of our series as the time goes on. And now, to get on with the outro.
People and goods need to be moved, so who you gonna call? Well, it's Thomas and his friends, the really useful crew. Down by the yard, coaches and trucks are ready to be pulled along. Up on the branch lines or on the main lines, they're ready to be pulled along.
There's no time for wasting when people and goods need to be delivered along. Thomas and his useful crew know what needs to be done. They have experience doing it, so don't judge them at all. There may be accidents, there may be delays, but Thomas and his crew is a no useful crew.